What's today? Thursday?
Thursday.
All right, cool. Live from Thursday afternoon, it's Vibin Live, featuring Caesar Big C's Vega. Get the fuck out there, you piece of shit.
I'm fucking going. God damn it. The fuck is up, guys? Holy shit. We are.
His co-host, Nick the piece of shit Bolini.
Yeah. Look at that fuck coming in. Hell yeah.
Hey, everybody! Hey, everybody! Hey, everybody!
God damn. I'm going to be honest with everyone. Right here, right now, I am buzzed. Fuck.
Yeah, man, I'll
Holy shit.
cheers to that.
Hell yeah. I didn't bring my pen. God damn. Fine, I'll have one. You have nothing on you. Fuck
Just
yeah.
a little bit. I got a couple hits earlier.
Alright.
How are we doing, everybody? It's Vibin, episode 15.
That's all I'm
And see,
having.
there we go. And today is a very special episode of Vibin, because not only have we just today recorded our 100/150th subscriber special, we're also incredibly vibing. In the spirit of such, we are vibing. We made a little excursion down in downtown Coolsville here, which you'll see later. And we're here now to record this podcast and bring it forth to you, good people.
Episode 15, man. Here we are after everything, after all the things we recorded today. And for you guys who don't know, tomorrow, I'm going to say it, is Nick's birthday. He's turning 23. 20 fucking 3, man. Holy shit. So today we're having a good old fucking time. Nick, tell everybody what we did after recording most of the things that we were doing today. What do we do? Where do we go?
Let's get a rundown. So today, I'll tell you when I woke up and I went outside, smoked the bowl, came inside, sat at my computer for a little bit, thought about writing, and didn't really write anything. Kind of watched YouTube for a while until Caesar got here. And what'd you do until this morning when you woke up?
I woke up today at 7:30. I had breakfast.
Yeah, same.
I had breakfast. Then afterwards, I texted you about what we had to do today. And I was going to call off from work. Fuck you guys.
Which he has done since
then. I've done. And then, because we had a lot to record today, man. We did short.
Yeah.
We did. We recorded small clips and that.
We're gonna hit ourselves. Continue with your morning.
That's all I did.
Me.
I had breakfast and I texted you. I was gonna come over, telling you what we had to do, and then I came here. That's all I did today.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I didn't do much. I knew today was gonna take all fucking day. So.
Oh yeah. So when you get here, we right away we do that short. It's come out by now. It's a very successful,
already out.
Very popular. It's got hundreds of thousands of views as we speak right now. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, well, it's right now. Stu, whoever's in it, it's put up a little picture of the thumbnail and the title of it. Bam, right here. Bam.
Right here, Stu. You better fucking put it in the title.
Right here and
Stu,
right there.
I swear to fucking God, if you don't put a little fucking picture right here of that short that we did today about couples therapy, I'm going to be very upset. It is very funny, even though a lot of people haven't seen it. It is very funny.
It's a very good one.
You guys better fucking check it out.
It's a very good one. We did that. Then we did the 100/150 subscriber special, which is going to come out eventually.
That still fucking baffles me that we got 100 subscribers in one fucking day.
I still think it was from. I'm still somewhat convinced Stu just bought subscribers because the first time I saw it, you said it earlier that day. I had checked, and we were at 53 subscribers, right?
There's no way that he did.
And then you were in the bathroom taking a shit, and you said, "Nick, take a look at the channel."
Yeah, I was taking a shit when that happened.
He said, "Nick, take a look at the channel." I said, "Okay." Then we were at 153. So I thought, 100 from 53 to 153. That's a very hard, specific number.
But
100.
But you got to remember that in that time when we posted, it was already like 2 or 3 hours past.
Exactly.
You know?
And then it went up higher than that. It was like 160, and then it came down a little bit. But for that one moment, it was really, really weird that I saw it. It went from 52 to 153 in that time frame. I don't know what happened, but I think like you said, it went up with that other short that had the same name for whatever the fuck. That was crazy, you know.
Let's be honest. Yeah, it was because of that. Because that other short that I saw that had hundreds of thousands of views. That was called Caught in the Act. But let's be honest. Like you said Stoop did something with bots. So let's be honest. He's not that smart for that.
No, you can just buy. You can buy subscribers and buy views and shit.
I don't mean.
It's like buying anything online.
Well, why would he buy subscribers for us?
I know he wouldn't, but that's what because this was so extreme that's the only thing I could think it was. So I was like, how the fuck else would we get 100 subscribers in 2 hours? It didn't make sense to me.
Stu, I know you're not stupid. I'm just saying that because I'm very inebriated right now. But you wouldn't do that. I know you wouldn't do that.
No, but it was because it went up after and it didn't stay there.
Because it had the same title as that other one that was popular.
Exactly, yeah. Because if you did it,
people were fucking upset at the fact that I was twerking.
Yeah, and they were saying like, "This is gay. Report this," which is stupid.
Why is he twerking under his blanket?
It was ridiculous. But yeah, I think it was because it was big air quotes controversial. Big air quotes, and because it had the same name. Because if he did buy the subscribers, I think it would have stayed at that 153 because it would have been the 100. But it
I don't see
up
how it's
and
controversial
down.
though. Why was it controversial? I was literally fucking under a blanket, and people thought I was
because it was two guys, and that makes it gay. And by virtue of being gay,
what
it's
if we
controversial.
Are gay? Hey man,
I want to neither confirm nor deny.
It's 2022. We know
almost 2023.
Almost, yeah.
Also, I would like to point out just because I kind of noticed it now. Both Caesar and I are slightly sick right now.
Yeah, well, we're getting over a cold.
I have a head cold and I've got a little bit, just like the left side of my face, like a little headache, a little congestion, a little sore throat on the left side, right side, completely fine.
Ew.
It's like a minor form of cold stroke.
I feel pretty good right now,
well, I also feel fine because we've been out of the town.
Oh, yeah, I'm having a good time. You guys can see our day on the 100 subscriber special. There's a little bit of fun there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because this is definitely going to come out after that, so.
Yeah. It's been a good time.
It's been a good day. We're very productive, have fun, and then here we are now, recording the podcast to end the day strong.
Sad.
Nick, are you excited for your 23rd birthday?
Not particularly.
He fucking does.
I'm not excited for any of my birthdays. I don't give a fiddler's fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Could not give less of a shit.
You don't give it, but other people do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, here's the thing, Caesar. According to everybody else, it's my day, and I get to do what I want. Woo! And what I want is for no one to do anything or give any sort of a fuck. But that's the one thing I can't do, according to those same people who say I can do whatever the fuck I want. So, fuck it.
I mean, like, you should do something.
Nope.
You know, but you don't want to.
I don't want to.
It's because you hate attention. You hate a lot of people being around you.
Yeah, it's because I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, well, you say that, but you do care slightly, though.
I could celebrate anything in any day of the week. It doesn't matter my fucking... hey, man, no fucking matter.
It's once a year.
Yeah. That's what I do with people in crowds and shit. Just let me be on my own.
It's once a year like 9/11, let's be honest.
Exactly, you know? And you never forget it. But if people do anything for 9/11, no. I want my birthday to be just like 9/11, Caesar. God damn it, don't you see?
That's a hot take, Nick. I don't know about that one.
Hey, man, it's the only parallel I can draw, man. I mean, it's right there. You laid the groundwork for me.
What did I do? I don't know how I laid the groundwork for you whatsoever.
You just said it's like once a year, like 9/11. Yeah, just like a birthday.
Yeah.
And no one forgets 9/11, just like most people don't forget a birthday. But do people celebrate 9/11? What do you do on 9/11?
Did we drop the bomb on that?
Nothing. You just remember it. That's what I want you to do for my birthday. Just remember it.
Don't
even tell me you remember it. Just remember it in your own mind. It's like, oh yeah, it's his birthday. I hope he's having a good day. Look, don't tell me. Remember.
I always know it's in September.
Treat my birthday like 9/11.
Jesus Christ.
Hashtag 9/11 B-Day.
No, don't say that. I don't think that'll fly very well with some of the people.
Yeah, it might get confused because my birthday's not 9/11. It's not 16. Hashtag 9/16 birthday /9/11.
That was on the 17th.
No.
Is it 16th?
Yeah.
It's today.
Yeah.
15th?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 16th.
Stu, put all that out. I don't want them to know.
No, keep it
Keep it out.
Keep it in, Stu.
No.
People gotta know when his birthday is. That'd be fucking funny. People are like, happy birthday, Nick. Oh, Stu, I'm sorry if you're editing this later on and you're just like, God, these.
Well, I'm gonna go through it first. I'm gonna be like,
yeah,
fuck
I get that, but
these
like
dumbasses.
No, but I'm talking about Stu, man. When he edits this,
Oh,
he's just
yeah.
like, damn, these guys are fucking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Stu. This is us. If you can't handle us at our at our
lowest,
if you can't handle us at our old drunk 13 subscriber video, you don't deserve us at our celebratory 156 subscriber video podcast special.
Well, it's 150. We don't have 150.
Do we know that? I'll check right now.
It's 150.
I'll do a live. We'll do a live update real quick.
It's 150, guys.
Breaking news. Let's fucking go down here to the fucking shorts. Check out. Fuck the stories. I don't want those. Give me the shorts. Give me the. Where are the fucking shorts?
You gotta click the fucking thing on top. Like organize the. Go to videos.
It's. I go to subscribe there. Let's scroll over. Here we go. It's a 27. It's a. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it.
What is it at?
I didn't check our subscriber.
No, the views for that.
It was at 27.
Oh, that's fair.
It's better than 22 what it was earlier. Caesar, you had shit earlier. Said you wanted to talk about.
I have a lot of things I want to talk about. But
really, I would love to hear what you have to talk about.
What I really want to talk about is
we have 150. You're right.
I told you. But what I really want to talk about is when we were out and about earlier today, and that bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
If she wasn't pregnant, I would fucking hit on her so fucking hard.
Oh, I wouldn't.
I would. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, God.
What's wrong with her?
No, it's just because I just wouldn't because I have my own social anxieties and paranoia. It's like I'm in public. It's like I know it's not going to go in there or do anything, so I might as well not.
Hey,
even.
man. I threw out that.
I was just making the conversation, just do whatever, like But
I threw out that
beyond that, nah.
I threw out that compliment about her tattoos, though.
Right. I was gonna mention her fucking bee because that was a cool one. She had like a bee and there was like a honeycomb.
Yeah,
that one was really sick. I like that one. Was sick as fuck.
God damn. I would have fucking hit on her so hard if she wasn't pregnant.
Yeah, girls with neck tattoos. Those are.
It's not even that. She was just beautiful in general.
Well, yeah, exactly. But usually, for the most part, chicks who can pull off neck tattoos, they're.
You know what that means, right? It means she's good at sucking back fucking dick.
Exactly.
She can take all that paint on her neck.
That's what she calls the honeycomb. The honeycomb hive.
If she could take that much paint on her neck for a neck tattoo, she could handle a fucking cock. Let's be honest.
I mean, probably. I'd imagine so.
God, she had a nice ass. It's great. I don't want to sound like a pervert or anything, but I already do, but that's besides the point.
So I asked her, I was like, do you think, they say not to get drunk or high before getting a tattoo. And I was like, well, fuck that, right? But the one point was right. You don't want to drink because a lot of alcohols will like thin your blood out because it's like a blood thinner because alcohol, But what about smoking? Do you think smoking has any... Maybe like
I don't know.
Maybe like it has since it's like fucking up with your intake of oxygen and thus disrupts the flow, that overall flow of red blood cells to the body. Maybe it like affects clotting more and it makes clotting more likely to happen. That'll fuck it up in a way.
I don't know, man. Like I mean, I've never gotten a tattoo, so I can't say really.
Yeah.
I would assume so at that point. Like sure, it probably would affect it. I would imagine, but I don't know. But if they say not to go in and get one when you're drunk or high, like then don't, Go in clean so then your body's ready to handle all those, stabs to your skin,
Oh yeah. Anyways, irrelevant. Did you have other topics to bring up?
There's two things that I really want to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
One thing that's been on my mind lately is the fact about people and what people do to escape reality.
Okay.
This is something that's been on my mind for a week or so. So, the average person typically works, I think I brought this up before, typically works a 9 to 5 job. Somewhere in an office or somewhere else.
I'll say 33 to 40 hours a week.
Of course, around there.
That's basically the same thing.
Well, full-time is 40 hours.
But some places differ. Like California, it's 40, but I've heard some of them. So I'll say 35 to 40 hours a week.
Let's say at that point, sure. 33 to 40 hours.
For the sake of argument.
But I understand, from that perspective, since I've worked, plenty of jobs that have been like that already so far. When it comes to working, being a full-time employee or even a part-time employee, when you work in a place that really doesn't make you feel comfortable, or there's just a lot of stupid bullshit that goes on, I can understand at a point that a person, when they work there, they just fucking hate it. And then on the weekend, when it comes, their weekend, whenever it is, could be Saturday, Sunday, could be a fucking Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever their fucking 5-day work week falls on, because it's different for everybody. But when it comes to that point, a lot of people really just like fucking getting drunk or doing whatever because they hate the fact that they have to work a job like that pays well, obviously, for most cases when it comes to that pays well so they can pay their dues, and then the only thing they look forward to throughout the week is getting drunk on the weekend because it helps them escape reality, because a lot of people don't like facing with reality because it fucking sucks. And let's be honest here, I understand that. It's not that I hate reality. I just hate the night job that I work to make money. Of course, I'm a tutor as well, so I make money other ways. But
has that been going? Have you been doing shit with that?
It's here and there. You know, I don't get paid too much. Or? Not for like a good 3 weeks, I'll be honest.
But even still, I thought you said 3 months. Even still, that's something.
It's been a while.
It's something. Yeah.
It's been a while. I mean, yeah, it's something, but like
even occasionally, it's still.
But like for a regular person, you know, if they work one job like that, they fucking hate it. Because I understand when they get home at the end of the day, whether it's fucking sitting in an office all day, or you're fucking moving your body, and you fucking come home reeking like shit, or you fucking come home reeking like pizza, wherever you work at for 40 fucking weeks, but like. Not 40 weeks, for 40 hours
40
a week.
weeks.
But like, of course, a lot of people just want to escape reality because they hate it. You know? A lot of people just hate the fact... the average person hates reality, obviously. You know, because they want to find something to escape it, whether it's drinking, or, you know, they smoke weed, or how some people get, like, you know, crazy if they do a lot of fucking drugs. They just want to escape reality because they fucking hate the reality that they live in and they have to go through every fucking day because it sucks. You know, I can imagine a lot of homeless people when it comes to that. A lot of them are drug addicts, you know. Maybe have some mental health issues.
Oh, yeah.
Not all of them.
Yeah,
but
a good majority.
A good majority of them. But of course, a lot of them just want to fucking beg for money throughout the day. So at night, they can buy drugs so they can escape the fact that they're living on the street. They have no home. None of their family fucking loves them or remembers about them. Or they're either fucking dead.
Or they had none.
But it's just... It's the craziest thing that I've been thinking about for the past month or so. People in general, what they do to have a good time and or escape the fact that they hate their life in general. And when I think about it, I'm just like, it's just really sad. Because a lot of people live good lives, obviously, because they're doing things that they love and they make money that way. But for the average person, they're just working a 9 to 5 or fucking 7 to 6, whatever it fucking is, you know, but...
Mm-hmm. That 35, 45 hours a week, 5 days a week.
That grind, that sucks. And then you go to work and
weekends, holidays,
and you have bosses that fucking suck. Nobody fucking knows what they're doing most of the time. And then some people like their
failing
bosses,
upwards.
It's just the stupidest fucking thing, and I hate it. Because a lot of people abuse that power when they go into work and stuff. Managers, because they have that title of their boss, you know. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're a piece of shit when it comes to fucking working. And I'm not saying every workplace is like this.
No,
but for an average person, most people hate their own boss.
Yeah, to some degree, or hate their boss, or hate the owner, or some dumb fucking
That's just what's been on my mind lately. I want to know what you think about it when it comes to people doing things to escape reality, the workload that they have to do throughout the week just to get by, and the fact that they have to live through this shit, and it's just fucking awful.
Well.
That's just how I've been feeling about the past couple of weeks about this.
Let's talk about that. That's a wide spectrum. Let's talk about it on a smaller scale. Let's talk about it in terms of me.
Well, that's a pretty small scale.
Exactly. So it all started when I was born, right? We all know the trope. Let's see what they want. You take a person, and you start them off, right? And you put them in America, and they're born in 1998, 1997. 1999.
Whatever.
Whatever. Anyone born now or recently, you know. You see, look at people in the past, like the 1950s. You could get a high school diploma and get a job and feed a family of 5, just with that diploma.
Yeah.
Because
you could.
Just the economy and pricing of shit was just so much different. And
that was different, and the level of education at the time was different.
Exactly, yeah. But even so, but over time, they'll just the economy changed and shit happened, and prices of shit go up, but the federal minimum wage law shit doesn't go up. People have done like calculations shit. I don't know if this is true, but this is some of what I've seen. But like, if anyone were to want to live comfortably in the United States without having to worry about, you know, fucking having their bills and shit in a general area, they'd have to make somewhere within like $20 to $30 an hour.
Right, of course.
But the federal minimum wage in some places is still $7.25. So what do you fucking expect, you know? And it's just over time, America as a nation was founded on the idea that anyone with enough willpower and determination could go off and seek their own destiny and make their own life. That's what capitalism is. That's what the American dream is, to come to America and make yourself and build it up. But the problem is that the people who have come before and done that have engineered a system that makes it so the people who now try to do it are being fucking stampeded by these overlapping layers of other fucking monopolies and other rules and regulations and shit that don't allow them to thrive in this new economy and shit that we have, you know, especially since, you know, exactly, wages haven't fucking gone up, you know, everything is getting more and more expensive, but no one's willing to pay anymore because everyone's fucking greedy.
Well, that's just how corporate America is with all
exactly, but that's the problem. Get back to I kind of got off track. Back to say we there's this whole fucking we came in, so you can do whatever you can build up, you know, and just make it your own, you know. That's what corporate America has fucking done. Everyone who's done that has built up, and they've done it, and now they control it, and now you just have to work for them, and you just have to do their fucking shit work basically. There's no room for anyone else to come up and. There's no room for anyone else.
There is room in certain situations and circumstances, but it takes a while to get up to that point.
Exactly. But did you have the capital to withstand the time it takes? Can you stay out the 10 to 15 years it would take to get that final break that would put you in the black?
Some people can.
Well, but
I don't want to.
A lot of people can't.
I don't want to. That's too much responsibility, and when it comes to that point, at that pay rate, it's not worth it. About everything that you suffered through at that time, it's not worth it. Yeah. It's dog shit pay. When it comes to that point. If you're in some sort of leader position, it's not worth it. I see a lot of fucking struggles, a lot of friends that I talk to, from my own experiences about bosses in general. When they get that good pay rate, it doesn't make them any fucking happier because they still finally got to deal with more shit on top of everything else that they deal with in their own fucking lives. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not. It's really not. And it's unfortunate. Like you said, the fact that a lot of workers, the average worker is underpaid. Because in certain states, it's a lot more expensive to live in other states. Like here in California, it's fucking expensive to live in here. And the minimum wage doesn't fucking help. An average person who lives in California would have to work a full-time job and a part-time job if they were living by themselves just to get by.
Exactly. That's kind of ridiculous. Because
rent is expensive. It's ridiculous. For a small space, it's like 1,000 square foot by yourself. You know, that's like $1,000 some bucks. And you got to pay utilities, which is like 200 some bucks.
And then groceries on top of that.
And then groceries. And then you get...
Then other miscellaneous expenses. How are you getting to work? What do you...
If your car breaks down, you got to get fixed. Gas every week. That's going up fucking too. Thanks, Joe Biden. But...
Well, that's a whole fucking... I don't know anything about that, so I can't say anything
I'm just saying that as a stupid fucking joke. Don't take me literally when it comes to the gas prices. But I saw a sticker the other day when I was getting at the site talk. I was getting a sticker. It was so fucking stupid. I was getting gas the other day at a gas station. It was Shell. And there was a sticker that was on this thing that was just like, it was a sticker of Joe Biden, and it was a quote under saying, "You did this to us," and it was pointing at the price of the gas. And I was like, all right, buddy, that's a little...
Yeah, I've seen a couple. But that's just fucking...
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not too well knowledge when it comes to that.
It's all fucking foreign policy. It's not just fucking Joe Biden. If anyone thinks anything is any problem in the world or America is the cause of just Joe Biden alone, you're a fucking retard. Because that's not how it works.
Those are the people who watch like CNN, MSNBC, and fucking get their Fox News, all that fucking stupid bullshit. You know?
There's a lot of factors at play. You know what I fucking hate, Caesar? You know what I fucking hate?
Jews.
Besides that.
What?
That we're fucking regressing as a society back into puritanical times. And there are so many just fucking outspoken people who are going on about we need more religion in schools. We have to do this. And we need to more focus on the religion in this. And it's like, no, you fucking, don't you get the point? You're missing the point, you fucking dumb people. They just want to progress. They just want to put their own ideals on others, even though, because it's all subjective. They just say, no, that's a Christian way. Our America was founded on, yes, America was founded by Puritans, but look at them. Do you think they were a model society that found this out after? No, they were stupid people. They burned people alive and drowned because they thought they were fucking witches. Because nothing. They probably did that to retarded people who just had like fucking autism and shit back then. They couldn't, like non-verbal people. Anyone who was not quote unquote what we perceive as normal in today's standard, they would just do that because you're a witch, you're speaking tongues. These people didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. And it's just people who want to base want to bring back more religion into America are the exact same as the people in third world Arab and Muslim countries who are just putting Sharia law and all that shit into their curriculum and schooling and doing all that and making these fucking, like dictatorship states based on their fucking,
beliefs.
Exactly, their extremist religion.
Because they think
it's
they're
the same
right,
thing.
yeah.
It's not as extreme or dangerous or violent, but it's the same principle. You're putting your religious beliefs over the betterment and of the democracy as we see it. Well, that's not how it should be.
It's not just really. I feel it's also moral beliefs too.
That's also the problem, because people believe these same people believe that morals come from religion, which is fucking retarded. Because you can say that it came from the Bible, but I guarantee we have historical fucking records that show when these texts started coming up. I guarantee 10 years before any sort of fables or fucking stories that came or that was put in the Bible or whatever the fuck, I guarantee 10 years before that, people still know, hey, killing people is bad. Stealing is probably bad. You don't want to take things from other people because that's shitty because you want your own shit. I'm sure fucking Hammurabi's Code, fucking ancient times, an eye for an eye. People still had a consciousness and just shit, like, hey, if you do something, you should fucking pay repercussions for that. Now, granted, back then it was a bit more fucking serious, like literal eye for an eye. You would lose a fucking eye, but they would, that was fucked up. But they built off that and went further from that and said, okay, well maybe that's a little fucked up because that was harsh ass times under dictatorships and shit, But there's morals exist outside of the religious practices from which you believe they come from because it says it in your Old Testament.
No, I understand that. It should be a common thing that we're brought up on, just as a normal person when it comes to common sense. Yeah. Obviously, we know as people, especially in our time now, it could have been different like 1,000 years ago, obviously, because, maybe survival and predatory instincts were more vibrant and everything back then. But if we were talking about if someone was born today, I think as time would progress, like in their first few years of living, they would have a common sense in their mind. Unless they were psychopaths, they would have common sense in their mind. They're like, hey, killing people isn't right.
Well, so here's the thing about that. So back in those, it was probably more like a tribal society.
No,
and at that point, okay, well, killing, because that point, it's killing your own clan is bad because that's your strength in numbers. But killing the other clan is good, But even there, you have some sense of morals, or it's because your family and shit, It's not,
of course,
people weren't just. It always brings me back up to in fucking high school and fucking freshman year when what was his name, Sir?
Oh, this story, yeah, that
I've
fucking
told it before.
That fucking dumbass, yeah.
He says like an atheist who is like kind of is in some way equivalent to a person. He equated atheists to being like a person who's like, if they can't swim but they're gonna go swimming anyways, they don't believe they're gonna drown. It's like so I think he was saying like an atheist doing whatever they want, not believing they're going to go to hell. It's like the same as like a person who's like saying they don't know how to swim, but they're going to go in the water anyways. That's the only connection I can possibly make, right?
Okay.
Because that's what he said. He was like a person who's going to go in the pool and they don't know how to swim, they're going to drown. And I said, that's fucking retarded. Because if you don't know how to swim, you're not going to go in a pool. If you know you don't know how to swim, you know you're going to drown. That's not a solid argument. You're being retarded. And even later in fucking junior year, he was making some argument like in a literary debate about like, well, in the Bible this, and in the Bible this, and in the Bible that, and it's like, well, you can't
use the Bible.
The Bible is a subjective piece of
literature.
What's fucking religious? Yeah, text. Religion is an entirely subjective thing. You can't source and cite a religious text as a piece of factual evidence. Because not everyone believes in that religion.
You hate Jesus, don't you?
Exactly. No, you can't. Yeah, you can't say the Bible says you shouldn't eat lobster because it's an abomination. What do the fucking richest people in the fucking world eat?
Lobster.
No one gives a fuck. It's good. What does it matter? Is lobster an abomination? No, it's just a fucking animal.
It tastes good.
If you're gonna cite the Bible as a factual source for everything, don't eat fucking lobster, bitch. Don't.
He probably fucking eats lobster.
Yeah, you got to read the Old Testament, read all that bullshit. You got to go fucking in there. Did you know all that shit? Don't.
We've talked about this before, and I hate the fact that it pops up so many times when we talk about things, but it's just
extremists and people who hold too deeply to their own beliefs to perceive that there could possibly be any other outside opinion that exists outside of a confrontational space. Because I think they only believe that they're right, and any other opinion is just there to get their right going. They don't think that it's possible that they could live in coexistence. No, it has to be one way or the other. Which is ridiculous.
No, it is very ridiculous at that point. When you put it on that spectrum and realize how many fucking people are just ignorant and blind, if it goes against anything that from their own beliefs, it's just, I hate it. It really does, and that it's just sad to see how some people in our society still think about those things. You know, from that perspective, especially if they're brought up in a time where it was really hardcore. And it was all just about religion and beliefs like that. It's just sad when I think about how some people are just fucking ignorant and stupid.
This brings back to my original point of fucking.
They hate the Jews?
No. What's conservatism, right?
Was that your original point?
Kind of a while ago. I kind of got off track. But conservatism, right? Not in just the political sense, but just the overall sense. You know, we're so ingrained in this society because, like I said, we came as a puritanical society based on fucking this Catholic religion and Christian whatever. We've gotten to this point in the 50s. We were in the World War, even in the 20s, we were in the World War, and it was a Great Depression. It's like you had to work really fucking hard. You just had to survive, and that bred like a tough, like really tough fucking group of people because they were living in the shittiest fucking times ever, and they were starving and dying all the time. And the 20s or whatever, and the 40s comes along, and it's fucking World War II, and it's like, oh fuck, all our men are dying again, and it's all this bullshit, whatever. You know, the 50s, and that's bred those even tougher people, you know? And then that sort of ends towards the latter end of like around 45, and then that's when we get the baby boomers, right? And those are the kids who come to fruition like the 75 and shit, right? So we still have this older generation, right? But the thing is, have this society built on the idea that we should constantly be at this grind, the hustle. You have to work hard. And it's like, you know, there's the idea that if you work hard and put in the effort, the people above you will notice it, and they'll promote you, and they'll see that hard work, and you'll get what you deserve. But here's the thing. That doesn't fucking happen, because the people at the top, they're already there, and there's no more fucking room at the top.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
So if you're doing your damnedest to work down there, hallelujah, you're gonna fucking stay there, because that's where they need you to be. They need people down there at the bottom doing that shit work. So if you're doing that shit work, good on you. You're fucking staying there. There's no way you're moving up unless one of them fucking dies.
Or retire, but...
Exactly. And even then, some other fuck from some other department's going to come over and be whatever, some other state.
Hello, I'm here.
Exactly. There's no more room for upward management. There's no more room for growth. There's no more room for anything. It's all in the hands of the corporate elite, and it has to be fucking taken down. There was this one guy, and there's a little bit of controversy behind this.
Drink some water. Well, there's a lot of controversy in the things that we're saying already. So
no, there's one guy. He had like it was some company. Like he had like $1 million or multi-million-dollar like annual like year like paycheck, right? And he was like, all right, fuck that. I'm gonna make it so everyone in my company has a $70,000 annual income.
Right.
Even him. He cut down his paycheck from $1 million or whatever million, so he gets, even the CEO, the owner, gets $70,000 a year.
Oh, wow, all right.
And everyone gets that. It's great, yeah, great. And that worked for fucking everyone, right? But here's the thing. That CEO's kind of a piece of shit. He might have cheated on his girlfriend and did some fucking... He might have assaulted her and did some other shit and did some bad shit, right? It's like, fuck. It's, the people who are trying to do good, they just do these other things. It's just like, fuck you, goddamn... No one can ever just be a good person.
It's hard to find genuinely good people within everyone because a lot of people just find that ambition to be self-loathing and greedy because they just care about themselves.
And the people who are good get fucking killed by the goddamn government, like Martin Luther King. Because like think about it, because like Bill Gates, he's contributed all this fucking shit, humanitarian effort shit, right. But he's probably giving tons of funding and technology and shit to like the government, because fucking Microsoft with all his resources and shit, I guarantee the government's got a fucking patent on some of his shit and a contract with some of his fucking engineers and shit to build missiles and computer systems and fucking motherboards, you know?
Well, of course, I mean, at that point, but that's a completely different level when it comes to someone who's successful and on that spectrum of like being on this scale of like successful to not successful average person. Because at that point, like he developed software that's used everywhere. So of course, at that point, it's going to be used at a point on a million spectrum that everybody uses almost Microsoft or everything. So of course, at that point, we have that much money, and especially when it comes to a man like Bill Gates, of course, he doesn't need to be rich. Of course, look at the way he dresses. He doesn't buy expensive ass clothes. There's a lot of fucked up things. Like there was a video that I sent you the other day too. This is one of the other topics I want to talk about. But when it comes to, and especially in this case, when it comes to Latino Hispanic people, when it comes to them like having food stands and trying to make a living to support their family. Now I don't know if you guys know about this, anybody who's listening, but I found this out recently myself that in Santa Monica there have been laws that have just been passed where it's hard for food vendors to get those certain certifications that they need in order to sell food anywhere specifically. Now, a while back beforehand, no one would really give a shit because you're selling food and whatever. Especially when it comes to like places in Mexico, no one gives a shit. And then like Thailand, so you think they give a fuck about health standards?
And anywhere but in Mexico, anywhere but America, who gives a fuck? Put your stall on the street.
Of course, it's
who
delicious
gives a fuck?
Because it's a way to support your family and then make some money, so then you can live a decent life.
And in places like Canada and France and shit, it's probably pretty easy to get a permit. You just go to the government office, and be like, hey, I want to put a food stand in there. Okay, what's your product? This. Like, we're gonna come check it. Okay, this is fine. Okay, and in 2 weeks you can set it up. All right, we have a plot here. Okay,
and here's the fucked up thing when it comes to like in California and Santa Monica. You need at least if you're a food vendor trying to sell food to make a living, you need at least $40,000 to get every certification needed, and that's plus on top of the things that you have to buy, like your card or stamp, whatever, supplies every week, whatever. But you need at least $40,000 to get that certification needed, and even then, on top of that, they tend to squeeze it out so they make you wait as long as possible until it meets their certain standards. So then they authorize it and give them their certifications needed so they can sell food. And if you don't have those things, at Santa Monica Pier right now in 2022, if they saw someone there selling food, the police would ride up right away on them, and if they didn't leave right away, they would confiscate their stand, whatever they had, and they would throw everything away in front of that person, whether it was good food, still sealed or whatever.
Because it's not permitted, we don't. Because it's not permitted, we don't know if it's fresh or not, so it has to be all thrown away because we can't verify it, and yada yada yada.
Get the fuck out of here. That's so. Like, when it comes to those standards that we're talking about before, people who are on top and they're trying to abuse their power, this is so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just because the corporate elite have gotten so far into the system that they've made it impossible for other people to come up. It's like, because you think Vons and fucking Stater Brothers, they have the freshest produce compared to, like, fucking people selling it at stands? You think people are going to buy shitty fucking rotten fruit at stands? No. If you're selling fruit at a stand, you gotta know that shit's good, because no one's gonna buy it otherwise if it's from a fucking stand.
Yeah, exactly.
It's people who have it at a stand, it's probably good because they're not a fucking store chain. That's not their brand. What they're doing is fucking growing the shit and bringing it. That's why there's a stand, because all their other resources are meant to fucking getting this good ass fucking pure produce. That's why on the freeway and shit or whatever, when you're getting off the off ramps, shit, going in these side roads, show these people selling fruit on the side of the roads. That's the best strawberries you're gonna get. That's the best fucking like honey you're gonna get. That's the best melon and produce shit you're gonna get.
Yeah, because it's fresh and it's organic. But when it comes to that point where it doesn't meet other people's standards and it goes against their business or what they're raising and everything, and in a sense, like if it's that sort of competition that some people don't want, they're like, nah.
Exactly. It's not even that it doesn't meet standards. It's at the competition. It's at the big chains. They don't even want 5 people knowing about these things. They want everyone to go to their fucking shit and just mass produce there so they can do more advertising.
And you've noticed that here and recently in the Coachella Valley, where we are stationed, we won't name a specific city, but you see that a lot of food stands are popping up a lot recently. You've noticed that, right?
Yeah, there's one like right down the corner. There's one by your work. There's one on the corner there, kind of.
There's a lot that's popping up, and I never realized that until I fucking saw a video on YouTube from First We Feast. It's a really great video. It's like 15 minutes of talking about food stands and what they're doing to the people who are trying to work and make an honest living. Some people are probably branching out to go to other places because some places just don't fucking allow it.
Yeah.
And that's probably why here I've noticed that, a lot of food stands are just popping up everywhere.
Yeah, Southern California. It's probably
because they're probably moving out to other places like Santa Monica. They don't want it there.
Yeah, it's more north. I think the Southern California is more like what's it called? They like it's more embraces because all of California is a sanctuary state, which means immigrants can come here and
of course.
But I think more Southern California because that's where most of them fucking are. Most of Southern California is where that sanctuary state mentality encompasses. So it's easier for them to do it here. Rather than in Northern California, where there's like close to Silicon Valley and fucking Oregon and all that shit, all these fucking rich assholes in Berkeley and all that shit, and they're getting all their Whole Foods and whatever the fuck.
But it comes to like that point that even though we're talking about a lot of negative things, there's a lot of people who are fighting for them, who are trying to do great things. And I know this might sound a little cliche, but the best things that us regular people who can do, especially if the word gets out about this more and more, is if we call our city council, and we tell them about what's going on. And then now we're in support of these people just trying to make an honest living. And that's one of the best things. Because here, where we, in the valley and everything that we are located in, it's very supportive of everything, So, of course, that they welcome anyone that comes in. But it's fucked up when it comes to a lot of other major cities like that, that don't support that because it goes against their beliefs, in the sense of competition when it comes to them. It's just fucking bullshit and I don't like it, It's putting a lot of people down who are just trying to do what they know how to do to make it, make a living.
Yeah.
Because they got families and other people to support too, And it's fucked up when it comes to that. Like, you got a family of 7. Oh, I guess we're not eating today, guys. The man brought us down. I couldn't sell all my fucking things, so we have nothing to eat.
Exactly. Or we got to split this 7-person meal or we got to split this 4-person meal between the 7 of us and just fucking make it work until tomorrow and hope we can go from there. But like you said, like talking to your local Congress people, it's like that's what you should do. And that's what we all have to do. But I feel like that's
even if you don't vote, if you live in a city that you love living in, you should at least look up information and about things that comes to certain laws that are passed in your city that you love. Because I'll be honest, I don't vote. I don't give it. But when it comes to city things, that's very important because this is where I live. There's got to be certain things that I got to look into where it comes that could benefit me about the city that I live in.
Yeah. I was gonna say, a lot of it's I feel like misdirected, rage and shit. Like people will post on social media and shit when they should really be just putting that anger in those words to their local government. So they'll do a lot better use there than on Twitter and Instagram.
You're posting
Facebook.
On your fucking Instagram that has 300 followers.
You have 300.
This is fucked
even
up.
if you have 300,000 followers, great. How many of them are a local senator? How many of them are a congressperson? How many of them are a person of actual political influence who can get something done or put any word out to anyone anywhere?
Speaking about that, I don't want to say who, but there's a person I follow on Instagram, and she was very active during the time of Roe v. Wade when that got overturned. And she was making a lot of posts about the fact that, of course, it was fucked up that not giving women a right to, having that choice to abort a baby inside them and everything. And I understand that completely. But when you're just posting about it and you're making it seem like it's happening everywhere, when Roe v. Wade was passed, it wasn't happening everywhere. It was only in certain selective states. But I don't think this person read into it enough about that fact. There was only certain selective states where they weren't making it legal,
Well, it was they overturned, I think, the federal law, and then states could choose what they wanted to do.
Right, of course. But I don't think this person knew that, and they thought it was just an aspect of every state.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. They just take it to overall. It's no one is safe. I'm going to take a quick pee, but I have something.
Right.
I have
but that's true. Because no one fucking looks into anything that they have, and they just think it's happening everywhere. It's fucked up. I can't agree with it. And that's the one thing that I hate is fucking dumbass people. Like I said, I won't say who it was, who don't look into the matter of topic and just start spieling all over their social medias, online, Reddit, wherever it is you fucking make your post about. And they're not very well informed about the subject at hand. Because that starts to misinform a lot of other people who are fucking ignorant and stupid when it comes to seeing people's posts about this. And then they just jump on their wagon and they believe what they're saying because they don't want to take the time to look into the information that's been posted at hand and everything else that's going on. So they can get a valid form of an opinion themselves about it. Instead of just jumping on someone right away and saying, yeah, that's fucked up. I don't believe in that. Get the fuck out of here. You have to be more well-informed than that when it comes to trying to form your own opinion about something. Don't be fucking stupid and ignorant and just jump on what somebody else believes, man. Everybody has to form their own opinion about certain things. you know? And it's just very unfortunate when I see people like that who are misguided by information or a headline in an article that just says one thing that's fucking so left or so right or fucking just misleading in general. And then they just believe in that because they don't tend to read everything else that's in that article or do any searching information themselves about the topic at hand. It's just very unfortunate. And that just really goes to show here in America how a lot of people are fucking stupid and ignorant. I fucking hate it. It's just very fucking unfortunate. Nick is back, guys. I won't go on this spiel.
I was going to say, since Roe v. Wade was overturned federally and states get now choose whether they want to enact it or not, people made a joke about, so now we're going to get a boat running into the Gulf of Mexico to perform abortions. Well...
Jesus, fuck. Who said that?
Well, it was a good idea, and it was such a good idea that people have actually done it. There's an actual... But I don't know. I heard about this on this channel called Internet News.
Radio?
It was like Internet News Today. It's on YouTube. I'll put a little picture up right here.
Right here, Stu.
It's two guys, Ricky and Elliot. They're great. And they only really report on real news because they do the research. They're real fucking journalists.
Right.
And it's like a boat ferry service. And it's real discreet. They'll like put you up in a hotel, and the next day you'll go to like you'll be like women. They'll get put up in a hotel somewhere, and they'll get like put in a van. They'll get driven down to like a pier somewhere, and they have to get on this boat, driven out into international waters, have an abortion, and then they'll come back, and then whatever. It's real discreet. You know, that's what we've come to. That's the point. The fact that we have to do that is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Exactly, and it's because fucking religious zealots feel that their religious fucking beliefs are being overturned in the face of overall human freedoms, which is completely fine and rational.
They're being attacked. That's
exactly. They're exactly. Our religious institutions are being attacked. We're killing babies. It's just all ridiculous. It's just fucking rad. I think it's mostly just. Here's my conspiracy theory, right?
Well,
Since
a hot take from Nick.
So in 2016, Donald Trump was a little before that he was running for presidency of the United States, right?
Right.
He was getting a big following, right?
Right.
He was a fucking no one, just reality TV star, right? Nothing. Announces his candidacy for presidency, so he's getting this following, right? He becomes the president. It's fucking wild. It's left versus right. It's libs versus Dems, and they both fucking hate each other, and they're both fucking awful.
Like always, yeah.
Now he's out of office. And so when he got into office, everyone on the liberal side said, "This is fucking Russian propaganda. It's a Russian hoax. They fucking went over the ballot machines." When Bernie got elected, the right said it was hoaxes with the ballot machines.
You mean Biden? Not Bernie.
Yeah, Biden. I don't know what happened either way. But that's just to show that it's ridiculous up to that point. Now, and while Trump was in office, there was tons, I'm sure, of liberal fucking and leftist parties and organizations and activists that wanted to get their agenda across or whatever. And their ideals are much more coherent and, applicable to a rational sense of mind, which would be like, free healthcare. That's something that's imaginable, right? And that would be beneficial for people. It might be hard and it might not be exactly possible, but that's what they want, and that's, we want a more standardized housing for the homeless and for lower income families. And it might be hard, it might be difficult, it might not be possible, but it's imaginable, right? That was when Trump was in office. Now, Biden's in office. Now it's switched. Now the Democrats and the liberals have more of a figurehead in that portion of the government. I don't know about the fucking judicial whatever. That's because Trump got a bunch of fucking Supreme Court justices, I guess. And that's all fucked, but whoever knows. Now, since we have a Democrat and liberal politician in office, now the right side's doing their equivalent of the picketing and shit. But since their ideals are based off Trumpianism fucking crazy bullshit, they've forced themselves in this corner where they have to triple, quadruple, quintuple. They gotta go Kaioken fucking times 20 on their fucking crazy religious and fucking conservative ideals. They can't back out now. It's a sunk cost fallacy. They're too fucking deep into it. If they go out now, they have this fear that they'll be like ostracized. But it's like, no, you'll just stop being stupid.
Well, that's the problem that a lot of people don't realize. Every presidency that's happened, there's always been people that have been said like, "That election was rigged."
It's always awful. No,
it's always
exactly.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
always bad. Obama did hundreds of drone strikes in the Middle East and killed hundreds of innocent people. It's all bad, but he's still one of the greatest presidents we've ever had.
Yeah, because he was half black. That's what people,
he was born in, where'd they say he was born? Like Nigeria?
Yeah.
Where'd they say?
Where's your birth certificate? Yeah. He was born in He's Muslim. He's Muslim. Yeah.
Obama. Wait, what was it? Barack Hussein Obama.
Muslim. Get him out of here.
He was born in Hawaii.
Where's
his
birth certificate? Yeah, he was born in Hawaii.
Exactly. That's what it's like. Hawaii. That's an island. Maybe you can take a boat to there. We can get some forged documents. It was unfortunate he was born in Hawaii.
People have been saying that from everybody forever, though. George Bush, fucking everybody. God, George Bush.
But that's but that goes back to what we were saying. Every politician is a piece of shit. All of them. Every single one. You don't get to be a politician unless you're a piece of shit.
It's crooked.
It's a fucked system. You don't get to the top unless you put your hand in the cookie jar.
Just like everybody else who's fucking there already.
That's why capitalism is failing. That's why people are quitting, because you can't get anywhere in the workplace or in society unless you upend some bullshit or you're a piece of shit and you use shitty means to get ahead. What do you think fucking car salesmen, they upsell and do shit all the time. That's how they get promoted. You in like a place like a service industry, like if you're working at a fucking Little Caesars or some shit, or at a fucking warehouse of an airport doing stocking shit.
Whatever.
There's no chance for you to move up unless someone leaves or dies. And in which case, there's probably someone who's been there 3 months longer than you. They have seniority, so they go up just because.
I've been here 3 months longer than you. I know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
I don't know. This whole topic of discussion we're talking about, it just really pisses me off.
You want to know something? Here's I have a first-hand knowledge of how it happens, right?
For what?
That what I just said, right?
All right.
So
let me hear it.
At my last job, I'm at the warehouse, right? I'm doing whatever, right? We have an opening for a general manager spot, right?
Right.
So my general manager, we're looking for new managers. All the old managers have left.
Right.
We're looking for new managers.
Right.
The two people who have been there the longest are me, who I've been there for fucking, what was this, like 5-6 months at that point, just doing warehouse shit, taking over because I was forced to, because the other warehouse people left. So I just kind of figure it out. And this other guy, Chad, who's been fucking, he was a pretty cool guy. He wasn't a Chad. His name was Chad. Yeah. So he's been there for a while. He's been stalking. He knows the shit. He'd be able to figure out. He's a pretty smart guy. And he's been there for longer than I have. I don't know how much longer, but he's definitely been there longer than I have. Who do you think they offered the management, the zone management position to first?
Who?
Me, because I was in the more general area there, rather than the person who'd been there longer and probably had more experience. And while he might not know exactly everything to do with it, he'd been there longer and had more experience, and he would, I'm pretty sure he'd been passed up for a promotion before. This other guy, Julian, Why would it make, to ask him to do it? And that's what I even told him, Why would it make sense to give it to me just because I'm there, It's just because I'm there, just because it would have been easier.
Yeah, it's more of a convenience to them.
These people don't think about like, oh, this person deserves this, or they put in this work, and it's like, no, what would be easiest? Do that, just do that. So I move that there and do this there, because they don't fucking care as long as the work gets done.
Of course, they don't give a shit, because they'll still pay him the same fucking thing for the amount of work as he's doing, because he wants to prove to them that he's a good worker. But in this day and age, being a hard worker isn't enough anymore. You have to be fucking smart when it comes to doing things, because being a solid worker, like back in the 50s and stuff, just won't get you anywhere anymore. Yeah, There's a solid quote that I'm going to use Joe Rogan as a quote. When he was in school in the 80s, I think it was one of his history teachers who quoted that same thing that I said. He's like, in this day and age, and this was back in the 80s, said that just being a hard worker isn't enough anymore. You have to be smart. And that guy was right, because that's really reflective in our day and age right now. Hard work don't mean jack shit.
Get a master's degree. Get a what's below that? It's bachelor's. Then
it's associate, bachelor's, master's, then like...
get a bachelor's. Get a master's degree in fucking physics.
Yeah, but even then, that takes...
No, but exactly, you want to do that. I want to get a bachelor's in physics. I want to be a physicist. You get there, you put in the hours, sleepless nights, 3-4 years, you get this fucking degree, you stay up, you cram for these fucking finals, you get it on the day, you pass, you get your degree. Who are you applying to?
Now you're teaching. Where are you going? And now you're teaching physics in a middle school.
Yes, now you're teaching a fucking history physics class with your fucking master's degree, because that's all you can do, because that's all around you. Because since you spent all that money and you got all these fucking student loans, you can't afford to go to an outreach program in fucking Asia or fucking India or the Middle East to teach fucking physics, or to go to some accredited university. Actually, you have to move there and put in the money to get there. If you have to do a test to get to those accredited universities, it costs me even more money.
if you stand out so much, so like in your brains, if you're just a fucking genius, of course you'd be able to do everything.
Exactly.
But a regular person who works that hard to get to that point, if they get to that point, there's two ways it happens. If you work hard and if you're extremely lucky and you get to a good point, then great.
Exactly. You got to have opportunity.
If you work really hard, but it just never gets anywhere, which happens to a lot of people, you end up teaching physics or science class in a fucking middle school or somewhere, you know? It's just unfortunate because I'd say that's the system, how it is nowadays. Hard work just doesn't pass by that hard anymore unless if you're just extremely lucky. You got to be really smart and make really good business decisions.
You know, it sucks that a lot of people in entertainment, they say like, in entertainment, you can be, a lot of people say like comedians and actors and shit, you can be a great actor, but if you can be a great comedian, you can be doing open mics, you'd be killing. If there's not a fucking promoter there, or if there's no one there who has any connections, you're not going to fucking get anywhere because there's no one who has any, you don't have possibility, you don't have connections. And it sucks that that's where we've gotten today because so many people have, fucking failed their way upwards into systems where they can manage over people below them who they pay less work to do the work that's actually being done.
Of course.
There's no more, like I said earlier, there's no more room for people above. There's only room to fucking sprinkle down onto the scraps.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. And we just need a better distribution of wealth system. We just have to. Well, I think
that won't be for a very long time.
Caesar, I never ever thought this would be like a political podcast. But
this isn't political. It's just facts that we're talking about.
If I had a nickel for every time, I'm gonna do it right now, okay? Because I was going to bring it up earlier. We need to spend less money on our government's fucking military defense budget. Why is it more than double anything else? That makes no fucking sense. We haven't been in a fucking war in goddamn decades. Are we gearing up for one? What the fuck is happening? I don't think we need one. We have one of the most advanced militaries on the earth. No one's going to fuck with us. We all have nukes. It's fine. I think we're all good for now. But besides that, I was going to say, if I had a nickel for every time I think I brought up our government's military defense budget, I'd have at least 2 nickels. And that's not a lot, but it's more than I thought I would have by this point.
That's true, because I never thought about any of these ideas when I was 18. But as I progress through life and I notice things and I see things more, I'm just like, wow, this is all really just fucking shitty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all terrible.
But you find the good things in life. Things that you like doing and things that make you happy,
Exactly.
Nick, why don't you talk about being happy for just 1 second by yourself, because I really have to pee.
All right, well...
Nick will keep you guys entertained.
You haven't seen Better Call Saul yet, right?
No.
All right, well, I can talk about that, because it's been making me happy, because I started watching... I might be a little loud. I started watching Better Call Saul a few days ago, and I binged the first season in one sitting, rather. And it was pretty fun. I watched 6 episodes again last night when I finished season 2 tonight. It's been a really good show, Breaking Bad. It's crazy to think that shit came out. Breaking Bad came out in like fucking 2012, I believe. And it took a fucking while to finish Breaking Brad. Breaking Brad. I gotta break the fuck out of Brad's asshole. That's the name of the gay porn I'm gonna film. 2008? What? Here's another thing. For some reason, just today when I've been Googling shit, it's been coming up in Spanish. The first result is in Spanish, and I don't know why. But yeah, I guess it premiered in January 20th, 2008. That's fucking crazy to September 29th, 2013. It's crazy that it's premiered that fucking early, just 2008. That was fucking, how long was that again? That was like 14, almost 15 years ago now. That's insane. And Breaking Bad is still super culturally relevant today. And people still talk about it and reference it and make references to it in their other media and art and shit. There's tons of discussions and art about it. People are still on Reddit and message boards talking about fucking Breaking Bad. And there's even a new show. Well, not a new show, but Better Call Saul is a continuation of a side character, just his own backstory. And that came out, I think... It was 2014. Definitely came after. So Breaking Bad in 2013. That came after. So yeah, it was probably 2014. It's just crazy how these great pieces of just not cinema, but just mediums of entertainment can just transcend time. It's like The Godfather and fucking The Shining. Just good classic pieces of just film making. It's not a film. I haven't seen El Camino, but I heard it's not great. So I'm not gonna talk about that. But yeah, it's just crazy we need more films that are just good. Me and Caesar were talking about this earlier, and I heard this probably from Red Letter Media, but
shout out.
Comics used to have characters, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Batman. Batman's big brooding, dude, justice. Thor is kind of out of place because he's from Asgard. He's a guy. He doesn't have much connection to the Earth realm. He doesn't know what are these sunglasses, this Bugatti, that kind of vibe. Hulk is just, right? But for some reason, Disney and the writers at Marvel have decided to make every character the same, in the sense that they're all the comic relief, a jokey character, because they all constantly just make jokes, make light of the situation. None of them have their own distinct personalities. Like, it's like Avengers Endgame and Infinity War. Tony Stark is in it. Yeah, he's the rich billionaire. He's snarky, but he's still funny. He makes jokes. He's snarky. Captain America, he's an all-American boy. He wants justice. He's funny. He's snarky. He makes jokes. Black Widow, she's stealthy and she's serious and whatever. She's snarky and funny and makes jokes. Thor, he's an Asgardian, doesn't have much connection to Earth. He's trying to fight and fight back for his friends. He's snarky and funny and he makes jokes. Doctor Strange, he's a doctor and he went through surgery. Now he's a fucking magical man and he has these deep inner secrets of the fucking universe and he's fucking looking through multiple time streams to find the best possible way so he can save the entire fucking universe from half of being destroyed. But he's snarky and funny and he makes jokes. Not everyone has to be snarky and funny and make jokes. Some people can be serious. Some people can be brooding.
Yeah, no,
and sometimes that can be funny.
Yeah, of
course.
You
can put the dark and brooding Batman in a lighter scenario, and he can be like, "This is not funny," and that can be funny.
Like the
he doesn't have to make jokes.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be funny. It can be serious and everything.
Exactly, like
that
the same with
the character well.
Yeah, like the same like Thor. Like I said, the comedy comes from him being a fish out of water in like a society or group where he doesn't get the social norms because he's a fucking god from the different plane of existence. That's where the comedy comes from. Not because he says, it looks like he's got a big one on him. Anyone can say that. Anyone can say that. Anybody. But only Thor can say, Odin would be displeased. And that's funny in the right context. Because you write it, because you're a writer for a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah, but it's easy to do that for everybody
exactly.
else.
It's so easy.
Because it still
and
makes
here's
them
the
millions
thing.
of bucks.
Everyone's still gonna watch and buy it. Doesn't matter if it's not good. They're still gonna buy it.
Oh, yeah. Which is why I really like the new Batman movie. I thought they portrayed
Which is why I really like the new Morbius movie.
Fuck Morbius.
It's Morbid time. Dude, I loved in Thor, Love and Thunder when Thor and the Lady Thor both said it's Thorin time and snatched the guy in the face.
Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. A lot of things just aren't as good as they used to be. But I think everybody's been saying that throughout the whole history, People in the 70s are saying, who were born in the 50s, things weren't as good as they were back then. But, who knows, man?
Yeah,
everybody's
that's rose-colored glasses. I think it's especially true now because we've entered into an age where there's, even in the 50s.
Hey, TikTok.
What?
Hey, TikTok.
What?
TikTok.
What about it?
I don't know. I was just throwing it out there. I was just being stupid. I don't know.
Even in the 50s, every single story on the entirety of the planet had been told. I think my English literary teacher told me this during college. He was one of the few teachers I liked. He said, there's only 7... I think he was getting this from a different source as well. There's only 7 stories in the world, and they've all been told. And you can think of them. It's like fucking, damsel in distress, that type of thing, being rescued, overcoming adversity,
that's
in a physical form or otherwise, just the two people coming together in a form of unity, No matter what it comes down to, you can boil down a story in its basic components. And you can boil every single movie, book, TV show, any piece of media ever. You can boil it down to one of 7 or 9 basic story types. And they've all been done infinitely before. And it's entertainment is a constant stream of creating new ideas. And I think we've come to a point where there's just too many. People are just tired of making ideas and just creating things and just, embracing their creativity. And they're just too focused on making money. So what's easy to do? Make this thing look better. Put the Pinocchio in live action characters. We already got the script, we got the storyline, we got everything. All you got to do is fucking film the thing. Everything else is done. Script writing and storyboarding, that's $200,000 back in our pockets because it's already fucking done because we got the source material. It was written fucking 70 years ago. Copy, paste it. Maybe put a nod in here if people, oh, you remember this from the original Pinocchio? Oh, to keep everyone happy, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's hard when you come to think of like original ideas nowadays. It's because a lot of things have been done, even when it's different from theater. Or like a lot of things in the entertainment thing have already been done nowadays. Nick, I think I'm gonna open this up since it is pretty dark over here on this side. Yeah, I think so.
Right. Hey, it's not too bad. But...
Hey, I'm black. No,
it's all good. Comedy.
No, I'm not. That's not my line to say. How's that? That's better. Hey, you guys like that a little more? You can see me now.
Oh yeah, that's better. Yep, cool. Oh, jeez.
You okay?
More water after this. Yep.
You'll get more water.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We can go a little longer. We've gone
I don't know. We could end it
over
now.
an hour.
Let's just talk about some music recommendations.
Right,
I think because we were getting pretty hardcore about some of the things we were talking
This is a fucking Jesus Christ.
This is a action-packed podcast.
This was a liquor-fueled episode because we just got into it.
We just jumped right into it.
This will only ever happen if we're like really drunk. Just go to politics like, man, this is all fucked.
Which is why I don't drink that much. I fucking start talking so much because I think I'm fucking... But guys, thank you so much for listening to our banter. Let's give Nick, what have you been listening to lately?
A few nights ago, I listened to the entire King Ghidorah album. Put a little picture right here. I'm pretty sure it's got it definitely has MF Doom on it.
Oh, I love MF Doom.
It's a really good, really interesting album. Got some great ass tracks on it. It's only like fucking 37 minutes. It's really
listen
quick.
to MF Doom. It's very good.
I'm gonna listen to some of his shit because it was a real good fucking album. Yeah, that. Yeah, listen to that. Listen to Frank Zappa. Frank Zappa's always good.
Oh, that's not a good fart, is it?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
All right.
What you got, baby?
Man, for me, guys, it's an album that came out 2021 that I listened to the other day. It's called, his name is Ty Verdes, all right? It's that album that I showed you. It's called TV.
Oh, yeah,
that's a very good album. That's why
I remember it.
I really like that album. Of course, some of the songs might sound the same on there. But for the most part, I really like his lyrics and the way he sings. I think it's interesting that he's bringing, some sort of hip-hop lyrics into, pop rock stuff. So I think it's quite interesting. I really like it.
Songs might sound the same, but if you take a deeper look at it, and see the intentions and the lyrics and the emotions behind the song, you'll see that they are distinctly different. While they might sound the same, they evoke different feelings and portray different things.
No, it's a very good album. I really liked it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm excited to hear more of his stuff later. But guys... thank you so much for checking out this cast. I'm sorry if me and Nick got really deep and really aggressive.
Yeah, sorry if you stopped watching because you're not into anything we talked about.
I mean, it's fair. We were pretty heavy about a lot of things.
Just a little heavy.
Just a little bit.
If you watch this far, comment below and say, spaghetti.
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 Hey,
spaghetti. I love spaghetti. Spaghetti's fucking good, dude.
Guys, hope you have a great rest of your week whenever you listen to this. Remember, don't take fact of everything me and Nick say. Do your own research about it so you can form your own opinion about it. You don't have to listen to us.
But also, don't be a bootlicker.
Yeah.
Stand your ground. Fuck your boss. Your boss is an idiot. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You've been doing your job. You know how the fuck it's done. Tell you got to tuck in your shirt. Fuck you. It doesn't matter if I tuck my shirt or not, you cunt. They don't say those words, but stand your ground. Fuck your boss.
That's really aggressive, but...
yeah, just don't use those words. But in your head, say that, but make it come out better.
Love you guys. See you later.